Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. I've made a new pick a card read for you. This time it's how does your person feel about you at the moment. Now I've made 3 readings here, the crystal, the flower and the shell. Each one of them has got a deeper dive. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of these readings, I'll be popping a link for it up there. You can also find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. And that's where you can also find your timestamps to fast forward to your reading. So all you need to do now is take your pick. Which one would you like? Would you like the crystal? And the crystal, this rose quartz chunk here, is out with the beneath the surface. Somebody not saying how they feel, huh? Or would you like the flower? The flower is out with the shadow dancer. Are they naughty or nice? Or would you like the shell? And the shell is out with the memories of forgotten self. Perhaps you've brought something into someone's life, reminded them of who they really are. Well, take your pick now and don't forget to click like on this video down there before you click off. Click on the subscribe button if you're new. I do a daily energy update for the collective every single day of the year, which includes new moons and full moons. I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show, which is a live twin flame read, but I also give mini reads in there, 1-question readings, which you can book in for at any time on my website, behealing.com. There's a link for that in the description box below and also one up there too. I will do your reading at the start of my next live show, which is 3 times a week, and then send you the link to the replay so you can watch it back. Or you can come live and book while I'm live too and get your live reading. I also offer private readings as well from my website, behealing.com. You can find a link for that in the description box below and also one up there too. I get those out within 48 hours of you ordering them. And I also do 3 of these Love Pick a Card reads a week as well. Let me know what you want the next ones to be about in the description, in the comments below. Well, enjoy your reading. Crystal, flower or shell. I'll see you in there. So if you chose the crystal, this one's for you, crystals. Let's find out how your person feels about you at the moment. Now, as usual, crystals, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that this is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get straight into your reading and find out how your person's feeling about you at the moment. 3 cards come out first. Past lives. So the feeling is close connection with you, like you're important in their life and they don't understand why. Like there's just a feeling about you. They feel drawn to you. They feel like you're important to their life. They might have felt an instant connection to you. Coming of age. They might feel perhaps a little immature, or that they need to level up in some way, or they need to kind of prove to them, to you, that they are worthy of you. Now, this might indicate there's an age gap here between you both, and they feel that they need to kind of portray themselves as being more mature for you to choose them. Got beneath the surface as well, which indicates to me that then they've got feelings for you and they're not telling you about it. So this person has feelings for you and they feel a deep connection with you, and they don't know why, but I'm getting a little bit of insecurity from that card, that coming of age card, that they feel like, yeah, that perhaps a little immature for you. Or perhaps they're worried that you've got the impression that they're immature, something like that. What else? Warrior. They're strong, they're a warrior. They think you're a warrior and you're strong. Yeah, it's you, isn't it? So they see how strong you are and that you're a warrior. Perhaps you've had to fight for what it is that you've got, or, you know, overcome adversity, that kind of thing. Dive. You don't find pearls on the seashore, you know. This indicates to me that they see a depth in you that intrigues them, and you're like a diamond shining out to them, a pearl. They're found in the depths, right? And so, yeah, a deep connection, I would say, is what they're feeling for you here. And they know that there's like a certain treasure, certain, yeah, worth, not worth. It's not that. It's more like you're just like this shining light, this shining diamond kind of thing. They know it. Okay. Tell us more how they're feeling about crystals. I keep on wanting to call you shells. How are they feeling? Three of Wands, like they need to wait for the right timing for something. Three of Swords, heartbreak. They might see you as being heartbroken, especially if they might have given you the wrong impression about something. They might be worried that you've taken something the wrong way. They might be worried that they've broken your heart in some way. If they let you down, if they said no to something that you asked, they might be like worried. Wish I said yes to that. I hope I didn't break the heart. I'm getting a feeling that this person overthinks things. They're afraid to upset you. They're also afraid of coming across as being immature. And the Star, they're feeling very hopeful about you. Well, kind of. But I'm kind of picking up that there's part of them that doesn't feel hopeful as well. No, it's not that they don't feel hopeful. They're just a worrier. A worrier. You're the warrior. They're the warrior. Three of Wands. Waiting for divine timing. Waiting for divine timing. Why is the Three of Wands here? Five of Voices, and it's a bit of a nightmare. They want to invest, but they're worried there's like internal conflict about this, of when to invest with you, when to come forward with some kind of an offer for you, or when to take things to the next level. It could be as well, when to invest more of themselves into it. So yeah, there's internal conflict about that. Like I said, your person's an overthinker. Five of Voices, that's internal conflict because of thinking about it too much. Like, but what if this and what if that? You know, they're thinking a lot about this. When's the right time? When's the right time? That's an overthinker that asks those kind of questions. When's the right time? What's behind that is home. So this could be about taking things to the next level, moving in with each other, that level of investment. And they've got internal conflict about that. So about the living arrangements or something like that, or whether they're ready, feeling mature enough, feeling ready for a committed relationship. For some, this might be about their living space as well. They're embarrassed to show you their living space, or they feel like it's not conducive to having a relationship. Some of them might be temporarily living at the parents' house or with family or something like that, or sharing a place and it's a bit not somewhere that they would take you to. Or if they've just moved into a new place, it might be that they want to get a bit more settled there before they bring you back. It could be about that. So the Three of Swords, they're afraid that they broke your heart, let you down. The High Priestess, she's got wisdom. Oh, they might have said something out of turn, or something that might have made you think they're not mature. They're seeing you as a wise one anyway, and the Wheel of Fortune, fated connection, justice. It's like they know what you deserve as this wise woman, and the Wheel of Fortune, they feel this is fated, but there's this feeling here that it's like a fear of putting their foot in it, a fear of saying the wrong thing and turning you off, or breaking your heart. But it doesn't have to be like heartbreaking. They don't expect you to be heartbroken with the things that you do, but just kind of turning your heart off, making you not be attracted to them anymore, turning you away kind of thing. So even though they feel like you're fated to them, they're not thinking that they're fated to you. They're thinking that you still have the option kind of thing. Yeah, it feels to me like your person hasn't got their self-esteem fully together yet. It feels to me like they're working on it though. It feels like this home situation, whatever's going on with their stability, is something that they're working on. Teaching is behind that. Okay. So like you could be a teacher, or they're a teacher, and they've said the wrong thing, or they could be trying to impress you. This person feels like they're slightly below you with that coming of age card, and it's coming out in this too. Like you've got something to teach them, or if they're trying to teach you something, if they got something wrong, then they might have thought, now crystals are not going to think very much of me at all. Anyway, they're hopeful about this. They're hopeful about this connection, the star. Why have we got the star here? Nine of Inspiration. There's someone that's been through something here. Nine of Inspiration is the one that's healed themselves, and they're ready for more now. They're ready to move forward. So this person could have been doing a lot of healing, and they could see you as this as well, doing a lot of healing and ready to move forward. So they're hoping that they can move forward with you. What's behind this? What's behind this? Sexual energy. Very attracted to you as well. There's something here as well about their past relationship. Someone could have treated them really badly, and they've had to heal from that. Yeah, treating them really badly is what I'm getting. It's like the energy of someone being really mean to them. They could be hopeful about you, but a little bit fearful as well of you being mean to them too. They could have been very sexually attracted to the one that they were together with in the past that was mean to them. And their attraction to you could have them a little bit fearful of you as well. So just be aware of that. Tell us more. How are they feeling about you? We'll get more into the nitty-gritty of it all as well, in that deeper dive read as well, in that extended reading. Wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. So they're in no rush with this. And that's what the Three of Wands is saying too. It's like they're waiting for some reason. They're waiting until like perfect timing. Perfect time to invest when they feel in alignment and ready for it. Honor your feelings. So they do have feelings for you. It's gone unsaid beneath the surface. So they're not admitting their feelings to you yet, but they're there. And they're honoring your feelings. They really care about what you think and what you feel, this person. Really care about that. It's someone that's trying to make a good impression and perhaps overthinking it, over managing this, trying to manage your feelings, manage your attraction to them, and overthinking it, trying to impress you, and perhaps never getting kind of anywhere with it all because they're overthinking it. Tell us more. Security. The heart feels secure with you. They feel like you're someone that they can trust. Patience, and they've got patience with you as well. So they don't want to rush you at all. I mean, there's a lot of that. They've got a lot of patience. They want to make the effort. Ah, there you go. They want to make the effort, but they've been in codependent relationships before. That's why I was picking up on that mean person. Like, there's only a codependent that would stay in that shit, really. Making effort, trying even harder when someone's being mean to them. It's only a codependent person that will do that, you know, look after someone when they're not being looked after themselves by the other person. So this person makes a lot of effort in relationships, perhaps a little bit too much. Now, they've been burned in the past for sure, and it's made them a little bit wary of relationships. And so, yeah, this person is taking their time on purpose. Let's get something else out. What do they want to say? I feel like I'm not good enough for you. There it is. They feel, it's not particularly they're not good enough. It's more like I feel like I'm not at your level. I feel like I'm too young for you, or too inexperienced for you, or not accomplished enough for you, or something like that. Yeah, they're not feeling like a bad person. You're the person of my dreams. They really look up to you. What else do they want to say? I'm so sorry. Yeah, they've said something. They said something and they did something, but it feels like said something where they feel like you've taken it the wrong way. And I don't think you did. I've just got this feeling like I don't think you did. If they are a teacher or something like that, they might have told you some incorrect information and just be like overthinking it. Like, you might have just brushed it off like, oh, it doesn't matter. not be thinking about it at all, but they're still thinking about it. They can't put it down. Yeah, it just might have just been something little. It feels like something little to me. They're making a big deal of it in their head, though. Like they're worried that you've dismissed them completely because of that. So they're kind of thinking you're a judgmental person, but I think it's more because of the experiences they've had in past relationships. What else do they want to say? I wish I could give you more. This person, they want to offer you more. That home situation, there's something to that, you know. It's like they want to impress you, so they don't want to take you out on a date yet, because if they took you out on a date and then they took you home, they wouldn't be proud of their home. They feel like they don't have enough to give you yet, or to impress you. They're done playing games. So this person doesn't want to mess around in relationships anymore. They're looking for something solid, committed. And I run away to avoid facing my problems. So they're not one to confront. They're not one to, have the confidence to stay there and like talk things through. Like if they did put their foot in it, they're not the one to kind of talk to you about that. To stay there and talk it through kind of thing. They might say something about it and then run off. You know, that they're not, it's an unwillingness to confront, but as a result, they're kind of putting themselves in a bad position, because then they don't end up getting the information that they need that would put their mind at rest. So yeah, this person doesn't necessarily ask the questions that they need to ask to put the mind at rest. So they've got a little bit of communication stuff going on. I wonder what else they've got going on. If that sounds like it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that deeper dive to find out. In the deeper dive, I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now. So what should you do then? Is there some way of you making this person comfortable enough to move forward toward you? Guidance for you in this relationship, you guys together in relationship with each other. What are the dynamics there? How can you make it work really well? And are there any red flags to look out for? Beyond that communication thing that I was picking up on now, but maybe we'll get further into that. And also how this might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you're not going to receive it. Now the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder, so do check that. Those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the crystal on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to another video, then just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like before you click off. Click on that subscribe button if you're new. And if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the flower, then this one's for you. Flowers, let's find out how your person feels about you at the moment. As usual, flowers, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that this is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get straight into your reading and find out how your person feels about you at the moment. First card out is Shadow Dancer. Oh, they're not sure. They're not sure if you're naughty or nice. They're not sure if you are good or bad. They're not sure if you're good for them or not. Yeah, very much undecided, this person, as to whether you are not right for them or not. I feel there's an attraction towards you, but they're just wary of whether you're kind of good for them or not. Tell us more. Kind of the feeling like you're toxic or not. Is this toxic behavior or not? You know, when we have to ask ourselves that. And sometimes it can be good behavior that it's like, is this a red flag or not? Like love bombing. It's like, this person seems to be really nice to me. Is that something to be afraid of or not? Because sometimes it can be, right? If it's too much. Flow. Yeah. Let me just pick up on this energy. they see you kind of going with the flow and be easygoing and all of that kind of thing, and they're just wondering if it's like not a good thing about you, whether whether you going with the flow means that you're just kind of happy-go-lucky and you'll be off with the next person or whatever, you know, that kind of an energy. It's like, well, flower flows through life and they seem to be easy with themselves. Does that mean that they're going to like be in and then out of my life or something like that? They're not sure whether what they see in you is going to be good for them or not. Anchor, keep yourself grounded. So I don't think this person wants to make a move until they feel like you're steady, which if they see you as kind of flowing through life, they might not see you as steady. Let's find out more. It's very unusual, this. They feel a bit guarded and, yeah, unsure, this person. 8 of Swords. Is this a trap? Is this a trap? They might be wondering if you're trying to show them what they want to see. You're doing a bit of a catfish kind of thing. It feels like this person is just trying to suss you out, to be truthful. Yeah, see, they're just trying to suss you out. Page of Swords. They're watching from a distance and they're trying to figure you out. 4 of Pentacles, while they're holding their energy back. They think you might be their wish fulfillment, the Knight of Cups, but they're holding their energy back right now because they're not sure, so they're watching you from afar. Is this a trap or not? Am I seeing in this person what I want to see? Is this person not good for me? Is this happy-go-lucky kind of flowy kind of thing just meaning that they're not going to be interested in like a solid relationship? Are they going to be all over the place kind of thing? Is this a trap? 8 of Swords. So they might not be fully believing that what they're seeing in you is real. Is this a trap? Page of Emotions. Page of Emotions is the dreamer, right? It's the positive, the overly positive kind of fantasy. So they might have had fantasies about you, and they might have done this before, fantasized about people, and then of course got into relationships before and then found out the person isn't the fantasy person at all. And so it might not necessarily be that they think that you're trying to catfish them or anything. They might just be looking from a distance, having fantasies about you, and then asking themselves, is this person really my fantasy or not? Well, the answer is no. Our fantasies are never real. They're fantasies. That doesn't mean that you're not going to be good for them, no. So this person gets swept up in their fantasies. So just be careful of this person projecting things onto you or trying to tell you that you're something that you're not and all of that kind of stuff. You know, they might accuse you of things or of not being something that you said you were. And you're like, well, I never said that. I never said that anyway. Integration. It feels like this person's aware of it, though, that they do this, and that's why they're holding their energy back. They might be very aware that they have this, you know, fantasy going on. Page of Swords. So they're watching you from afar, trying to suss you out. And they're undecided. Undecided whether to come towards you. That's overthinking, that is. That 2 of Voices as well. Home is behind that. So they might think, like, if they, with that Home card, they're undecided because, I don't know, home, it feels to me like, is this someone that I could take home to my family? Or, because they don't know whether you're naughty or nice, right? They can't figure it out. They can't figure out if what they're seeing in you or what they're imagining they're seeing in you is a good thing or a bad thing. And yeah, I don't know what it is. You know, this could be actually someone that sees that you're a bit woo, and perhaps they've got like traditional family, religious or something like that, and they're like, is what they're seeing like a bad thing? Is the woo that they're seeing in you a bad thing? Or no, it very well could be that. Yeah, it could be that situation. And they could be fantasizing that you're a good person, but then questioning themselves, like, is this true? Nine of Cups, you seem to be the wish fulfillment, but they're holding their energy back. The Four of Emotions. Been disappointed before. Yeah, so this person just doesn't want to get disappointed again. Kind of disappointing themselves. What's behind that? Joy and sacred space, and it's all good. I feel like this person's just taking their time. They feel like they could have a lot of joy with you, but they're kind of holding back from you, but it's all good. It appears that it might be all working out, like this weight, them holding their energy back, them trying to suss you out is all going to be worth it in the end. Let's find out more. How do they feel about you? Wary is the answer, I think. But it's not really worry about you, it's worry about themselves, right? Manifesting miracles, your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. So they're trusting the heart and they are moving forward with this, but they are wary and they're a little bit scared. But they feel like it is going to happen. What else? How are they feeling about flowers? Keep your heart open. So they're keeping their heart open for you. It feels, they could be Libra. It feels like the kind of person that wears the heart on the sleeve or has done in the past. Very much a dreamer. And it could be an idealist kind of thing. And yeah, their tendency is to keep the heart open, but perhaps they've been burned through that. And so they've started getting into the mind a little bit more. Trying to suss people out instead. Or as well as the heart being switched on. But, you know, it feels like the heart's going to win out in the end. Because it's fears, really, isn't it? When we've got our mind on, it's fears. Rejection and chemistry. Right, so there's a lot of chemistry. They're very attracted to you and they're afraid you're going to reject them. That's what it really is, right? They're afraid you're going to reject them. That's the truth of it there. So this person really likes you and there's a lot of chemistry there. Old wounds, push me, pull me, push, pull. So yeah, this person is wounded, aren't we all? And so they are like, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I, push me, pull me. So you could be finding like this person, one minute you think, they really like me. Next minute you think, I don't think they like me at all. What do they want to say to you? I feel like I can't give you what you need. Don't know what that is, but whatever they're thinking you need, they feel like they can't give it to you. What else? I abandon myself. I abandon people to make myself feel important. Now, I just said that wrong, and there's something in that. I abandon myself. It might be that I abandon myself to make myself feel important. And the reason that I would say that is codependency. Sometimes when we don't feel worthy, we abandon ourselves when we're around other people. So in our workplace, with our families, in relationships, we abandon ourselves and our needs and what we want for what the other person wants. We try and please them, people pleaser kind of thing, to make us feel important, to make us feel worthy of their love or the money at work or, you know, being given that job or the relationship. So they abandon themselves to make themselves feel more important. So this is someone that they get into relationships and then they give the other person so much that they abandon themselves. That might be why they feel like they can't give you what you need, you know, because they know that they would just like give. I have sexual fantasies about you. Very drawn to you, very attracted to you, this person. What else? What else? Childhood wounding is influencing my actions, for sure. I dream of you. You're featuring in their dreams. Subconscious is on it. The subconscious has got you in mind. But And we've seen this already, rose-colored glasses. They've got rose-colored glasses. Their tendency is to fantasize and to see people as better than they really are. That's why the shadow dancer card came out, that they're not sure that you're good for them or not. So they know themselves enough to know that they see the best in people and often see what isn't there. They're wary of that. Please don't give up on me. But they want you to hang on in there, because it's going to take them a while to deal with themselves through all of this, and make their mind up so that they feel confident to move towards you. Yeah, this person has got a lot going on inside. And yeah, if that sounds like it is your story, it could be a story, you want it to be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. I'm going to go into, in the extended reading, I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in. So what should you do about this then? And guidance for you in this relationship. You guys together, what are the dynamics between you? How can you make this work really well? Are there any red flags to look out for? And how this might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive it. The email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder, so check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the flower on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, then try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like. Before you click off down there, click on that subscribe button if you're new. And if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the shell, and this one's for you. Shells, let's find out how your person feels about you at the moment. Now shells, as usual, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that this is your story, could be your story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get straight into your reading and find out how your person feels about you at the moment. 2 cards out, memories of forgotten self. You're reminding them things about themselves that they've forgotten about. So parts of themselves that have kind of been hidden for a while. And that could be just like them in relationship. You know, they could have been single for a while and they're remembering that they actually like being in relationships. The richness within, yeah. You're revealing something that's kind of good about them. And it could be something that you've got in common. It could be something about animals as well, or the way that you show love or connectedness. You might be reminding them something about their spirituality, and it could have something to do with animals. They might have seen the way that our animals respond to you or something like that, and felt a spiritual connection to you and realized they've got that spiritual connection themselves and they've forgotten about that. Some of them, if you're a meditator or you do some yoga or something like that, and they've seen you do some kind of practices like that, then you might be reminding them they've got that spiritual side and they used to do that. Just for some of you, that message. Balance. Feeling like you're balanced, very balanced person. You're reminding them of like who they truly are, because you've got similarities. Chance. Allow the sea to wash its chest of wonders ashore. You never know what the tide might bring in. So a person feels like they might want to take a chance on you. It very much feels like a mystery, this though, like you're a mystery to them. They don't know where this is going to go, but they're feeling a connection with you. Wheel of Fortune. Feeling like this is a fated connection in some kind of a way, and there's a spiritual backing to it. 8 of Swords. Perhaps feeling like it's a trap, or feeling like bound to something else. Or bound toward you as well. It could be that too. Could feel a strong pull towards you, and like there's nothing that they can do about it. Could be towards someone else. So 8 of Swords, because the 8 of Cups has got something to let go of here. They've got something to let go of and walk away from. Or the feeling like you have. Let's find out. So the Wheel of Fortune, they feel like this is a fated connection. Hey. Fated connection, 10 of Emotions, happily ever after. 10 Ton of emotions are happily ever after, fated happily ever after. They feel like that this could really work between you guys and be really happy together. Page of Material suggests to me like they might feel like they don't have enough to offer you just yet. So this person could be like, wow, this is my one. This is the person of my dreams. We could end up together. This is the person for me. But I don't feel like I'm in a position at the moment to offer too much. Duality, yeah, pulled in two directions. Now it could be because they're locked into something else here. Let's see. 8 of Swords. What's this about then? Feeling trapped. The Empress. The Empress can be a wife, but this could also be that they feel compelled, like there's nothing that they can do but go towards you, because the Empress is also the Divine Feminine. Sorry about that. Okay, what was I saying? Yeah, they might feel compelled to come towards you like you're the Divine Feminine. So feeling like they don't have much of a say about it. There's just this very strong spiritual pull that they've got towards you. The Empress being, you know, the Divine Feminine, the one that knows what she's worth and all of that. You could have a very strong presence for them in their life. New day. They feel like this is a fresh start for them. The one meant for them. Definitely feels like that. It feels like they feel like you're the one. 8 of Cups, but what is this? They've got to walk away from something? It wasn't even a good call. It was just a machine calling me. It was a recording thing. Ah, annoying. 10 of Materials and the 6 of Inspiration. Okay, so 10 of Materials is something that they've built for themselves. The 6 of Inspiration is like they're seen to be doing well at something, but it feels like they've got to walk away from that to be with you. Now, this could be if you're in a work situation together and it's like they're the boss and perhaps they're not supposed to be with, you know, colleagues or whatever, employees. It could be that they need to walk away from a certain position. What else could this be? 8 of Cups. For some, it could be that they're in a relationship. It could be that, but they're kind of ready to move on and have a new day. 10 of Materials and the 6 of Inspiration. They're seen to have been built something up that they need to walk away from. But it's been seen like that they're successful, that they've really made something. Growth. Could be like some kind of business thing. They've grown something. I don't get it. Perhaps you know what it is that they need to walk away from, but there's definite, like, they've been seen to be successful in something here, whether that's a relationship or a business or something, and it feels like they'd need to let that go or not have an emphasis on that. I don't know what it is. Yeah, they could have some, like, a prominent relationship with somebody. Perhaps they're married, but they might be separated, but they're still kind of holding on for the pretense kind of thing because of their social standing or something like that. I don't know. It could be. You'll know. Let me know in the comments below what is the situation there, because that's very unusual. Feels like they'd have to give something up in order to be with you properly. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we're always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. There it is. You can't be together at the moment, but spiritually united. They feel like you're fated to be together and you'd be really happy with each other as well, but they can't because they're trapped. And it feels like they're trapped in another relationship here. They'd need to walk away from that, but it's very difficult to walk away from it because they've built something up with that person. And the 6 of Inspiration, it's more than they've just built something up with them they don't want to let go of. It's that the community around them, they've got a standing, some kind of a social standing or something like that. And it could still be growing, whatever it is that they've built with them as well. And it could be a very tricky decision to give all of that up for you. There's a need to lighten up. They need to lighten up. So this is really weighing heavily on them, this decision, their feelings for you and this trap that they're in, the situation that they're in. Open up. The seeing you is kind of shutting down and closing up to them. It's like they want to take a chance on this, but they're also fearful of taking a chance on this. They're seeing you as balanced, but kind of closing down to them. They're wanting you to open up to them again. But they're very cautious about this. No, it's you that's cautious about it. So yeah, they're kind of seeing that you're being cautious about them and closing down, especially if you'll know about this, you know, the reason that they can't come towards you, the reason they can't be with you. But they're falling in love with you. And come hither. They want you. A strong pull towards you. Yeah, wow. What do they want to say to you? What do they want to say to you? There's so much I want to tell you. There's someone interfering in our relationship. Yeah, for sure. That's this. So it's someone then. Someone is getting in the way, in between you. You can't be with each other. I'm so sorry, they say. It feels to me like they're stuck in something that they don't want to be in. The heart's not there in it anymore, but there's more to it than that. There's money, there's social standing, there's growth, could be business and stuff like that. But it feels bigger than that. It feels bigger than like a business thing. I don't know what. But yeah, it means that they can't follow their heart, and they're very much torn, this person. They can offer you so little, even though they see like they could be really happy with each other. In another lifetime, I just heard. Perhaps next lifetime, they could have said that to you. Chemistry between us is off the charts. Repetitive cycles. They've been in this position before. They've been in this position before. I get emotional when I think of you. So you're like that prize that they can't reach. You're that one that I think the heart has been yearning for something more than the thing that they're in. And so repetitive cycles, this has happened to them before. They're in a situation where the heart is not happy, and of course their heart is always going to be looking for more, and they've come across you and feel like you have opened up something in them that they've forgotten about themselves. They're seeing like this connection between you and feeling it's fated, but they can't be with you. So this feels like a very tragic kind of a situation. If that sounds like it is your story, it could be a story. Want it to be a story? Would you want that to be a story? I don't know. Then you might want to get that deeper dive. In the deeper dive, in that extended reading, I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in. So what should you do then? Should you be shutting this person out of your life, or I don't know, an ultimatum or something? I don't know. Let's find out. Guidance for you guys together. So if you do end up together in relationship, what are the dynamics between you? Are there any red flags to look out for? How might this all play out? I know. Are there any red flags to look out for? How can you make it work really well? And also how this might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive it. Now, that email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder, so do check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the shell on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like. Before you click off down there, click on the subscribe button if you're new, and if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I'll see you in there very shortly.